do this on the radio as well as in front of audiences, so show kind of fits in both categories. And it's a lot of sample heavy, I've been calling them negative jams sometimes when I want to really wear my heart on my sleeve. I think that while you can tell where I'm coming from, certainly, I'm starting to get to this point where I'm pursuing some of my own ideas, it in different directions. Certainly, as time has gone on, field recordings and the sounds of nature have become more important to my compositional time and structure. I feel like nature has a lot more to say to me now than like cities and samples and things like that. Being offered a chance to be a DJ at KWVA in Eugene sort of sealed that path, where I kind of left. Music was certainly still part of it. I was occasionally jamming with friends, but really I was DJing. That kind of opened the doors to records on top of each other on the air, and then trying to be more clever with that, and then suddenly kind of realizing probably around 2017 that I could do this in front of people. Like, it wasn't a lot of difference between what these experimental shows were putting on that I was seeing and what I was doing on the radio, and I was like, wait a minute, these are kind of the same thing. There's so much parallel between like a comedy open mic and a experimental noise show. As soon as like I have a microphone in front of me, I'm already like looking for the funny thing I could say. And so Mini-Mutations just kind of wears that on its sleeve a little bit too. It's kind of like, yeah, we'll just let the jokes fall where they may. And that was the one big concern this year. As soon as Friday the 13th happened, where I was like, oh, are we going to have Fest this year? So I'm so glad that it's actually happening in this virtual space, because I think a lot of us have gotten to this point where this is like a community we depend on. Someday we'll get back to that. This year we're doing something completely different that's going to be stranger, I think. And I think in general, like having stuff at the fest this year that you don't get to see every year because we can do it virtual is going to be super exciting. Not just the international acts, but I think there's going to be a lot of like video cameos and special presentations that are going to really make people excited. So I think people should tune in. This might be the year where, if you've never liked experimental music before, but you want to check it out, like this could be your in. This could be the way that you casually from your living room, like check out what we do, and you can keep the volume at a nicely reasonable level.